Hey, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I deeply appreciate your love and support. It's your energy that makes this community so special. Today, I'm back with a new and heartfelt reading for all of you. We're going to explore a question that weighs heavily on many hearts. Why did your person choose someone else over you? This is never an easy topic, and I want to approach it with deep compassion and understanding. If this is your story, please know you're not alone. Many have walked this path before you and come out stronger on the other side. Let's gently unravel the energies and messages around this and hopefully bring you some comfort and clarity. Let's begin. The very first thing coming through, powerfully and clearly, is that for many of you, your person didn't choose you because it was simply easier, less risky, and less challenging to choose someone else. Now, I want you to really hear this. It wasn't about you not being enough. It wasn't about you lacking in any way. Rather, it was about your person's own capacity for discomfort, for challenge, for growth. It takes courage to step out of the comfort zone, to pursue a relationship that might feel new or intense, or even a little bit intimidating because of the depth of feeling involved. But not everyone is ready for that. Sometimes, when people are faced with real emotional intensity, vulnerability, or the chance for transformation, they retreat. They look for the path of least resistance, the familiar, the easy. For your person, that meant choosing someone who felt safe, predictable, or aligned with what they already knew. It could be an ex, a family friend, or someone within their immediate circle. Someone who didn't require them to challenge themselves, to face their own fears, or to grow into a new version of themselves. They chose the easy option because, in truth, they were afraid of change, of emotional risks, and of the unknown. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it does explain it. It's about their limitations, not yours. It's natural for us to crave comfort, but sometimes that comfort comes at a cost. For your person, it seems that staying where things were familiar was more appealing than leaping into something uncertain, even if that uncertainty held the possibility of real, lasting love. They may have told themselves it was easier this way, that the familiar would hurt less, demand less, or challenge them less. But here's the thing: true love requires risk. It requires the willingness to be uncomfortable, to be seen, to try, and sometimes to fail. Your person wasn't willing to take that leap, and so they chose to stay small, to stay safe. But what is safe if it means denying your own heart? What is easy if it means giving up on the possibility of happiness? For many of you, your person's comfort zone is not actually very comfortable. They might not even be happy where they are, but the idea of change is simply too daunting for them. They chose what was familiar, even if it meant living in dissatisfaction or settling for less than they truly wanted. Let's talk about effort. Relationships require work and a willingness to show up authentically, to face fears, and to invest emotionally. Your person didn't put in that effort. They didn't take the risk of getting to know you deeply, of seeing what was truly possible between you. Instead, they avoided the hard work. They took the easy road and went with someone who required less from them emotionally. Maybe this other person was more passive, more agreeable, or simply more familiar, requiring no change or challenge from your person. This avoidance is a form of self-protection, but it's also self-sabotage. Your person chose safety over growth, the known over the unknown, even if it meant turning away from the deeper connection that could have existed with you. For many of you, family dynamics played a significant role in this situation. Your person may have faced pressure from family members to choose a certain type of partner, to follow certain traditions, or to comply with expectations around marriage, culture, or social status. Family influence can be powerful, sometimes even more powerful than love itself, especially in cultures where family approval and tradition are deeply rooted. Your person may have been pressured to make choices that weren't truly their own. In some cases, they didn't even try to take a stand for your connection. They may have chosen someone else because it was what their family wanted, because it was easier than facing conflict, or because it allowed them to avoid difficult conversations. For some of you, the person you love simply didn't have the courage to stand up for themselves, let alone for you. They took the path of least resistance, going along with what others wanted, rather than honoring their own heart. This pattern is all too common. People sacrificing their own happiness to please others, to fit in, or to avoid rocking the boat. It can be especially true in situations where arranged marriages or family traditions are involved. Your person may have felt a duty to make choices that kept the peace, even if it meant giving up something or someone that could have made them truly happy. It's vital to remember, you cannot control someone else's family or their decisions. What you can control is how you respond and how you choose to move forward. If your person's family is putting pressure on them, you can try to communicate, to express how you feel, or to build a positive relationship with them. But at the end of the day, if your person won't stand up for you, you deserve to know that. You deserve someone who will choose you, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Another strong energy coming through is that your person may not be ready for a healthy, committed relationship. Perhaps they have a history of unhealthy patterns, relationships based on control, manipulation, or emotional distance. For some, commitment is frightening. It requires change. It means letting go of old habits and embracing something new and uncertain. Your person may be drawn to situations where they feel in control or where they don't have to be vulnerable. They might avoid deep connection because it feels too risky or because it brings up old wounds or fears. They might even be attracted to people who are more easily controlled or influenced because that feels safer for them. But you, beautiful soul, are different. You shine too brightly to be controlled. You are too strong, too self-aware, and too authentic to play small or fit into someone else's limited vision of love. You are ready for real intimacy, for genuine partnership, for a love that lifts both people higher. And that can be intimidating to someone who isn't ready. Your strength might make them feel inadequate. Your openness might make them feel exposed. And so, rather than rising to meet you, they retreat. It's important to accept that you cannot change your person, no matter how much you wish you could. Change has to come from within. If your person isn't willing to face their fears, to break old patterns, to risk being vulnerable, or to grow into a healthier version of themselves, that's their journey, not yours. You are not responsible for their choices or for their healing. All you can do is choose what's best for your own heart. If your person isn't ready for a committed, healthy relationship, then it's time to consider what you are willing to accept. You deserve a love that is wholehearted, that is brave, that is willing to stand up for you and with you, no matter what. If you take one thing away from this message, let it be this. You are worthy of love that chooses you. Love that doesn't hesitate. Love that stands tall and faces challenges, because you are worth it. Don't settle for someone who isn't willing to make an effort. Don't compromise your happiness to fit into someone else's comfort zone. Don't diminish your light just to make someone else feel safe. It can be so hard to let go of someone you love, especially when you see their potential or when you've invested your heart. But you are not here to convince someone of your worth. You are here to remember it for yourself and to hold out for the kind of love that celebrates you, cherishes you, and stands by you through everything. If you are still in contact with this person, or if you're in a relationship where your needs aren't being met, I encourage you to have an honest conversation. Express your feelings and your needs. Give them the chance to meet you where you are. But if they are unwilling to change, to grow, or to invest in the relationship, you need to make a decision for your own well-being. You deserve someone who is ready, willing, and able to create a future with you. Someone who sees your value and who fights for your love, no matter what challenges may come. I know this isn't easy. Rejection, abandonment, and unfulfilled love can leave deep wounds. But I want you to see this not as a reflection of your shortcomings, but as an opportunity to realign with your true worth. You are not meant to chase love that runs away. You are meant to attract love that matches your own vibration, a love that is whole, mature, and unconditional. The universe is always working for your highest good, even when it doesn't feel like it. If someone has chosen another over you, trust that it's a redirection, not a rejection. Trust that there is someone out there who will meet you at your level, who will celebrate your light, and who will choose you again and again. Take this time to nurture yourself. Heal the parts of you that feel wounded or rejected. Pour your energy back into your own heart, your own dreams, your own joy. Surround yourself with people who value and support you. Invest in your own growth, your own passions, your own happiness. And when the time is right, when you have fully remembered your worth, the right person will come, someone who recognizes the treasure that you are, and who will never make you question your value. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. No matter where you are on your journey, know that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are never alone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this community, and for trusting me with your heart. If this message spoke to you, please share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support one another as we heal and grow. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, beautiful souls.